Please rise if you're able to. Seated. Chelsea and Allan, welcome to paradise. As you can see, we have cups here on the table, and there is a beautiful canopy above your heads. While these cups are not holding pina coladas, and while the canopy above your heads is not a tiki hut, make no mistake about it. This moment is so wonderful, so ideal, that paradise is a very fitting way to describe it. Jewish tradition tells us that any time two partners come together under a chuppah, the Jewish wedding canopy, they help to recreate an atmosphere reminiscent of the stories of the Garden of Eden. The stories of Adam and Eve in the garden describe a place in which human beings had everything right there for them. Chelsea and Allan, there are very few moments in life like this one, when we have almost everything we could possibly need. But I believe that right now is one of those moments. You have your family and your friends around you. You have a bright future ahead of you. And most importantly, you have the person who you have chosen to marry standing right in front of you. So Chelsea and Allan, take a look around. I mean it, go ahead. Take this all in. Welcome to paradise. Chelsea and Allan, the wedding canopy under which you stand, made, Chelsea, by your mom, represents your first home together as a married couple. It is supposed to evoke the biblical image of the tent of Abraham and Sarah, Judaism's first patriarch and matriarch. The Torah tells us that Abraham and Sarah's tent was open on all four sides to welcome in strangers from any direction. My prayer for you this evening is that you can have that kind of hospitality in this moment. There is no need to invite everyone here into the chuppah. It would get a little bit crowded. But instead, I hope that you too can invite all of the love, all of the joy, all of the excitement and blessings from this community you gathered here tonight right into your hearts, right into this canopy, right into this, your first home as a married couple. So welcome home, Chelsea and Allan. May this home and every home in which you live be filled with this much love and blessing. That'd be a little bigger. Allan wants a bigger home, he said. I think it's very nice, spacious. Chelsea and Allan, as you know so well, there are people who would have loved nothing more than to dance at your wedding, but they have passed on from this world. And even in this moment of great joy, you have chosen to bring into your minds and hearts and into this home the memories of those loved ones who have passed on. May you honor their memories by enjoying life to the fullest tonight. And may your hearts be even more full, knowing that their memories reside in your hearts. Tonight, you, your families, and this community hold in our hearts James Schull, Sonia Schull, Jack Broad, Bella Goldstein, Boris Goldstein, and Marcella Jennifer Goldstein. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. Chelsea and Allan, by remembering those who have passed on. It reminds all of us here just how fragile life is, and it emphasizes what a blessing it is that each of us, and especially the two of you, have arrived at this moment. There is a special blessing in Jewish tradition that we say when we express gratitude for experiencing something for the first time in our lives. The prayer is called the Shehechianu. For those of us here tonight who know this prayer, I want you to join in with me in a few moments as we express gratitude that we have arrived at this moment with Chelsea and Allan. But for those of us who don't know the prayer, it doesn't mean that you're off the hook. Rather, I invite all of us, regardless of if you know this prayer or not, to take a moment to bring your wishes for this couple and all the things for which you are grateful for to the forefront of your hearts and minds. And now with our hearts and minds filled with gratitude, we can say together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehachianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, ruler of the universe, who has granted us life, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this occasion. In addition to all of the gratitude in this room, I will add the following blessing from our tradition. Mi adir al hakol, mi baruch al hakol, mi gadol al hakol, hu yevarech hechatan vehakala. May the one that is supreme over all things, the one that is blessed above all things, the one that is greater than all things, bless this groom and this bride. Chelsea and Allan, we begin the next part of our ceremony with a blessing over the wine. I wish for you that your marriage will be even sweeter than the taste of the cup of the wine inside the cup. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Praised are you, Adonai, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Now that we have said those words, it is time to exchange rings. And I think it's Phil, right? The man did his job. Well done. Chelsea and Allan, as you hold these rings, in just a few moments, you will exchange not only the rings with one another, but you will recite ancient words from Jewish tradition, as well as words from your hearts. These words are commonly referred to as vows. But interestingly, in the eyes of Jewish tradition, these words are not vows. They are promises. And there is a difference. Biblically speaking, a vow is a promise made to God. And by definition, a vow cannot be changed, even in the slightest way, after it is said. A promise, however, is made not to God, but rather directly to a person in the presence of God. A promise made to a person is much more durable. In this subtle difference between vows and promises, Jewish tradition shows deep wisdom. The tradition anticipates change. Judaism expects that you will learn and grow as individuals and as a couple. And so through these promises, we do not wish for you to be cemented into this one moment in time. Rather, the strength of these promises come from their durability. They are promises large enough to endure any obstacle. May you both cultivate new growth and change within yourselves and within one another. And may that lead to growth, joy, and love in the days, weeks, months, and many, many years to come. So Allan, at this point, here, Chelsea, I'll hold on to that ring. Okay. I am going to invite you to take Chelsea's ring and place it on her index finger. Beautiful. And now you'll repeat the following words after me. Make sure you look at her.
Hooray. At.
Mekudeshet.
Mekudeshet. Li. Betabat. Zo. Kedat. Moshe
Israel.
Israel. Behold,
You are betrothed to me,
you are betrothed to me
according to the laws
according to the laws
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses of Israel.
Chelsea, I want you to take the rings from your index finger and place them onto your ring finger, showing the acceptance of this wonderful guy's offer to you. And Allan, I will now invite you to share the words you've prepared for Chelsea.
Chelsea, today I'm here to make you some promises. I promise to love you until my last breath. I promise to always be there for you through the good times and through the bad. I promise to always make you laugh. I promise to love you today. I promise to love you tomorrow. And I promise to love you forever. I love you.
And you'll repeat the following words after me.
Hare, Ata, Mekudash, Li, Betahabad, Zo, Kedah, Moshe, Beisar. Behold, you are betrothed to me according to the laws of Moses and Israel.
Allan, showing your acceptance of Chelsea's offer, you'll take your ring and place it on your ring finger. And Chelsea, I'll invite you to share the words you've prepared.
Allan, from the moment we met, I knew you were special. The best first date I ever had is what I told many people in this room. Now that we are standing here in front of our family and friends, I can't imagine having chosen anyone to go through life's journey with. You are kind, generous, and thoughtful. I love the way you make me laugh. And your choice to always be positive in things, you always find the way to show me to be positive too. I promise to support you, to honor you, and love you unconditionally. I can't imagine where I'd be without you, and I can't wait to continue this crazy journey with you by my side. My world is a better place because of you. Thank you for loving me. Without you, I am nothing. With you, I'm something. Together, we are everything. I love you. And now I ruined my makeup.
Chelsea and Allan, congratulations. In the eyes of Jewish tradition, you are officially engaged, but not quite married yet. In fact, centuries ago, everything that we did up until now would have been done up to a year in advance of the actual wedding as a Jewish engagement ceremony, but not a full wedding. In the last few hundred years, the Jewish tradition has melded these engagement rituals that you just did with the marriage rituals which are about to come. So, as per Jewish tradition, we must ask a question. Why? Why get engaged again, here and now? After all, you two were already engaged. The message that our Jewish tradition is sending you is this: just because you got engaged to each other before, just because you are getting engaged and married tonight, doesn't mean that you have to stop getting engaged to each other, stop marrying each other, stop falling in love with each other. Just a few days ago, Jews around the world celebrated the holiday of Purim, a holiday of frivolity, a holiday with costumes and games, fun and joy. And in so many ways, it is so perfect that the holiday was so close to your wedding. As you both know, in preparation for today, I asked you both to answer some questions about each other. Silliness came up quite a bit in your responses. Chelsea, you told me, Allan is full of life and makes everything fun. Allan could probably have fun in a cardboard box. When we are together, one word comes to mind: laughter. Allan, you said in your writing about Chelsea, we have so much fun together. We are both very silly. So much of the time is spent laughing. Chelsea and Allan, I pray that you maintain this ability to laugh with each other for years and years to come. What a gift to be able to laugh and enjoy the good times. It will undoubtedly help you weather the difficult times as well. There is another reason why it is so perfect that you are getting married on the week of Purim. And that is because while Purim seems to be all fun and games, there is also a deeper meaning in the holiday. On Purim, we traditionally dress up and wear masks. On that day, we get to be anyone we want to be. The lesson here is not that on one day a year we get to be anyone we choose, but rather, the lesson is that if we want, and if we surround ourselves with the right people, we get to choose who we want to be every single day. The key is to find people who help us become those versions of ourselves that we dream of becoming. Chelsea and Allan, I believe you two are those people for one another. Chelsea, when I asked you how you feel when you are with Allan, you said, Allan is full of life and makes everything fun. He makes me feel safe and secure to always be myself. He pushes me to be my best self. His positive and calming perspective on life makes me feel like everything will always be okay when I am with him. When we are together, I feel safe, happy, and truly loved. Allan, when I asked you the same question, you said, I feel full of life. She makes me want to be the best version of myself. She is so thoughtful and caring. My favorite quality about her is her honesty. Thanks to Chelsea, I am a more caring person. I try to be the best version of myself because I know how great Chelsea is. Chelsea and Allan, may you continue to laugh together, and may you continue to inspire each other to be the best versions of yourselves for the years to come. At this point in the ceremony, Jewish tradition prescribes 7 ancient blessings to be said to the couple. The 7 blessings have been recited for Jewish couples for millennia, and these are the blessings that will officially unite you as husband and wife. The imagery of the 7 blessings themselves help us return right back to where we began this evening. They take us back to paradise. These blessings echo the joy shared by our Jewish tradition's first couple, Adam and Eve. The blessings offer the hope of redemption, that happiness and joy will echo from this chuppah and will be heard in the cities of Israel and in the streets of Jerusalem. And lastly, the blessings focus on the two of you. It will focus on the two of you becoming one. And to show this in a ritual way, we are going to have you unite your hands, hold hands together. Sounds like we're in preschool, but hold hands. And I really want you to take this moment in, take a look at one another, and know that these blessings are coming from all of us. Friends, as you may have guessed, since these words are ancient Jewish blessings, the original blessings are in Hebrew. Even if we don't understand every word of it or any of it at all, this moment of blessing is yet another opportunity for us to bring forth our own blessings and best wishes for this couple to the forefront of our hearts and minds. Chelsea and Allan, please know that as I recite these ancient blessings, the words carry with them wishes and blessings of your entire community and your Jewish ancestors. May that feeling of being cared for and blessed be with you always. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. You guys get to drink, go ahead. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol bara lichvodo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam betzalmo betzelem demut tavnito vehitkin lo mimenu binyan adad. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'adam. Sos tasis v'tagel ha'akara bekibutz banea letocha besimcha. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach Tzion bevaneha. שמח תשמח רעים אהובים, כשמחך יצירך בגן עדן מקדם. ברוך אתה אדוני משמח חתן וכלה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם. אשר ברא ששון ושמחה חתן וכלה. אשר ברא ששון ושמחה חתן וכלה. גילה רינה דיצה וחדווה אהבה ואחווה ושלום ורעות. מהרה אדוני אלוהינו ישמע בערי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים. כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן וכל כלה, כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן וכל כלה. כל מצלות חתנים מחופתם, ונערים ממשתה נגינתם. ברוך אתה אדוני משמח חתן עם הכלה. Chelsea and Allan, now that you have been blessed by your family and friends, and now that you have been blessed by the words of our ancient Jewish tradition, by the power vested in me by the state of Pennsylvania, it is my great pleasure and honor to declare you, Chelsea Shull, and you, Allan Goldstein, married in accordance with the laws of Moses and Israel. However, there's one thing left to be done. Allan, it's time for you to break the glass. As a rabbi, I've heard countless explanations about why we break the glass, and each one is equally valid. Many scholars believe that the origin of breaking a glass at a wedding actually came from a very practical reason. Apparently, weddings in the Middle Ages got so rowdy and so festive that the rabbi would need to break a glass to simply get everyone's attention, especially those in the back of the event space who may have had one too many to drink already. I just want to pause and say at this point, you've all been a very well-behaved crowd. Good job. But on top of this practical purpose, many layers of tradition have been explained throughout the years as to why we break a glass. The most traditional one is this reminds us of the destruction of the temples in Jerusalem, and that even at this happiest moment, we remember that our world is still broken and needs to be fixed. But in addition to this traditional explanation, there's another one that I find very beautiful. Like glass, all of our relationships are fragile. Breaking a glass is a reminder of this difficult fact. When you break your glass, it is a loud reminder to each of us that we must constantly work on all of our relationships. We must always care for and nurture our relationships with the ones we love. But our Jewish tradition does not leave us hanging with such a bold challenge. Our tradition does not let the shattering of glass resonate throughout this space for too long. Instead, in the very moment in which we are reminded of how fragile life can be, we shout the words Mazel Tov, meaning congratulations or good luck. Through these words, we remind ourselves and the two of you that the love of all of us here today and your love for each other will be a resource for you now and always. So, Allan, I will make a deal with you. If you smash this glass, you get to kiss your bride. Mazel tov!